Alright, we're back. Get a little motivation, cleaning up my office, making room, and figured I'd show you guys my watch collection, which I mentioned in one of my other videos. I collect, trade, sell watches. My wife calls it hoarding. No, not hoeing, hoarding. So got a little motivation. The blue Tesla there. Looks like time is going slow, waiting for this watch. Sorry, waiting for this car to arrive. So got my little small studio here where I take pictures of my watches and I list them on eBay. But yeah, I think everybody should have a side additional revenue generator, be it, you know, selling things on eBay, selling things on Craigslist, locally, anything you could think of. Design or create your own things, you know, any way you can increase your revenue, I think, and supplement your income. I think it's amazing. I think everyone should do that. It also helps you keep your sanity. I think that it's fun. It, you know, keeps your mind off all the negative stuff, and it's entertaining. So yeah, and I mean, doesn't hurt to have a little extra income as well, right? So here I take my, you know, pictures and list them on eBay and whatnot. Let me show you my collection though. So a few of my watches here. Of course, I got the Chicago Bears Walter Payton poster in the background there. Now this thing is amazing. It's a G-Shock surfboard display. I found it on Craigslist in Las Vegas, I believe, and I had it transported. It's a long story, but I had it transported from a gentleman who was traveling to Chicago. Well, he was actually traveling to St. Louis, if I'm not mistaken, and I managed to convince him to stop by in Chicago and drop it off. I think he charged me like 30 bucks to do that, which was amazing. I gave him a nice little tip though, because I thought it was very generous of him. So this is my little G-Shock display that I have here. Let me see if I could open it. There we go. That's loud. Opens like so. I got a few models here. You see? These are all kind of limited and rare. And I'll explain more on what I do and how I make money on G-Shocks specifically. Here's a couple more displays.
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, Papa. Some additional watches. There, you can see them. I'm not sure if you guys follow G-Shock much, but it's a brand that I believe was created in 1983, and has gained a lot of momentum with the younger crowd and even the older crowd. I think they appreciate it. Oops. Look at that. Here's another display case right here. More watches. You know, people usually say, when they think of G-Shock, they think plastic, cheap watches. And a lot of times that may be true, but you'd be surprised the quality and the vast quantities and colorways that are available by the brand. Here's another display. Excuse me, Mama. So here's my other display here. I mean, like I said, I have a lot of watches. I mean, at some point I had more, and I keep selling to make room. For some reason, they just keep coming back. Here's another display. There we go. And I don't have a. You're wondering, how does he buy all these watches? Well, I'll get into that. I don't have a contract or any kind of discount with G-Shock or Casio, so it's not like I'm getting them at some kind of cheaper rate. And for the most part, I am paying retail or buying them aftermarket. Some more there, some more there. Now, of course, I won't give you all my tips and tricks because that'd be just dumb, but I'll give you the gist of how that would work and how this works. And these displays here are 6 feet tall. They're 6 feet tall and nicely lit. If you guys have any questions about any of the watches, feel free to comment below, and then I'll try to respond with some information. Here we go. The other case. Okay, give me a second. Some more watches. This was kind of, I love this watch here. It's Sesame Street. It's only one that I know of that's available out there. Not many people have information on this watch, which I think is very rare. It's pretty cool, the story behind it. And then you have the Jordan watch. I think there was a very limited run of that in Chicago. I think it was like 20 something released. This ring here it's quite valuable, believe it or not. It's a silver ring designed designed to look like a G-Shock watch. You see that? It's silver. It's a little stained right now because I haven't cleaned it, but it comes with a box, a chain. And then I have some additional watches here. Akira. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Akira Japanese anime Japanese movies. Here it is. This is the Akira G-Shock collaboration right there. Pretty neat. I know you guys are probably not that interested in the watches themselves, but so let me give you some information on how this works. Let's say, for example, G-Shock teams up with the company, for example, Coca-Cola, right? So let's say they team up with Coca-Cola and they produce a limited run, limited edition series with Coca-Cola. The watches usually retail from, let's say, $150 all the way to $200. After that limited run ends, the demand continues, and you have to learn your product. You have to learn your market, right? For anything. That's what I've been doing for a lot of years. I know what's popular. I know what's gonna sell. I know what's limited. I get information before a lot of the public does. So if I have a gut feeling in my education in terms of, you know, the product, I can make a educated investment on the watches. And the thing about this market is that you have to be fair. You can't overprice things because your reputation is lost. You lose your reputation in terms of a good seller. So you have to mark it up. There's no doubt about marking up, because otherwise you're losing money. You have to factor in that eBay charges 10%, right? PayPal charges 4% fees. That's 14% already. So you have to factor that into your commission, into your profit margin. So let's just an example. Let's say this watch cost me $100, right? I'm expecting to lose about $14, you know, off of eBay and PayPal fees. So if I were to sell that watch for, say, $199 or $200, I can absorb the shipping, the PayPal, the eBay fees, and still make a small profit. You're not gonna get rich overnight, but if you think about it, it's a hobby. You're enjoying what you're doing, and you're still making money. And what did it take? And for the most part, a lot of these watches could be purchased online when they're released. So they're delivered to your home, right? They take up little real estate. They're very small. They're beautiful to display. You sit on them for sometimes a month, sometimes a year, sometimes more. It all varies. But during that time frame, you're enjoying them. I personally don't wear the watches. A lot of the watches I don't wear because I think they depreciate once you wear them. So keeping them new is the smart thing to do. So yeah, you sell them. You gotta be careful though. If you buy one or two or three or four, whatever you do, you gotta be fair, because there's a lot of collectors out there, and it's not appreciated when you buy in bulk for the basic intent of flipping and making money, right? So you have to be, maybe buy one, buy two, perhaps keep one for yourself and sell the other one for profit, which will help you pay for your own, or continue your business or hobby, right? That's how it works. So yeah, you can do that with any hobby. People make fortunes with baseball cards in the past, and cartwheels, Pokemon cards, anything that you could think that is collectible, you can make money. And this applies to everything, anything. Higher end tickets, vehicles, cars, homes, real estate, right? It's the same logic. You buy low, sell for a high and reasonable price. Try to keep it. Sorry, my kids are being loud. Try to keep it for a short period of time. The shorter time you keep it, the faster you could reinvest your money, right? It's business 101, I would say. But yeah, I got more watches there. I got more upstairs. But yeah, I thought I'd share kind of my hobby, income generator, and how I managed to afford some of the things that I afford. And it's not, you can't depend solely on your job, on your primary resource or primary form of income. You have to supplement it in one way or another, and this is my way. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I know it's a little look inside my life, but I love my G-Shocks. They're amazing. I think they're so much fun. And let me show you this one. This one's amazing. I love this one. It's a vintage. It's called the Ant-Man. And look at that, the second hand, how it flips like that. It's pretty cool. But yeah, these watches are not for everybody. There's, like I said, collectors, and you got to know what you're doing. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and thanks for exploring my journey with me. And subscribe if you haven't, and use my link to save $1,000 on your Tesla purchase. It would help me and would help you, so I think it would help everybody. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and see you guys soon on my next video on my Tesla journey.